A debt-free life. Let's talk about it.
The biggest flex you can have this day and age is being completely debt-free, and even bigger flex is being debt-free and having savings. The average person in the United States doesn't even have like $1,000 emergency fund. Everyone is just living paycheck to paycheck. Even if someone does have savings, they're more than likely swimming in debt or have some form of debt. The more debt you have, the more you're trapped in this system. I do not want to be in debt to anyone or anything. It scares me. It literally scares me. The whole reason that everyone's in debt because they set the system up that way so that you're trapped, so that you can't do anything. You can't get out. You're forced to be part of the system forever. It's designed that way. Each week the system gives you money, and each week you just spit it back into the system. It regulates itself. It's a feedback loop. We are quite literally the middlemen of these big businesses. Big businesses give you money, your employer gives you money, and then you just give it to other big businesses.
Yes. Being debt-free is a massive, massive flex because you ultimately get your freedom, right? That's the ultimate goal, is being completely 100% debt-free so you can choose to live the life that you want to live. Yes, I get comments all the time. Everyone's like, well, you still got to pay for your electric bill. Yes, obviously, right? But the idea here is that you can choose to live the lifestyle you want to live based on your income if you have no debt. When you have no debt, that money coming in every month stays with you. That's it. It stays with you. Guys, I am 100% debt-free minus my rental properties. I have loans on those, but my tenants pay for that debt, so I look at it a little differently. But consumer-wise, I'm 100% debt-free. I don't have a mortgage payment. I don't have anything of that. And I will never, ever go back into debt. Ever. I've seen the light, right? I've been a man in debt, and I've been a man not in debt. And I'll tell you this, the stress-free living, the flexibility, the option to do whatever I want to do in my working career is a lot easier to make that decision and to choose what I want to go do, and to maybe when I turn 40, I want to completely switch it up and do something completely different. Actually, I did that, last year at 33 years old. I decided I wanted to get into the mortgage business, and it's been a blast. It's been really fun. And I got to take a 100% commission job, and I wanted to get more involved in the real estate community here locally. And I was able to do that and make that choice because I was 100% debt free. I had the option to do that. Guys, when I do these coaching calls, it's real quick. If you guys want to sign up for a coaching call to talk to me one-on-one about your finances and how you can better improve those, I have a link down below in the description. I also have a link down there where you can choose to sign up for Moomoo, and you can deposit money into their account and get up to 60 free stocks. Up to 60 free stocks is free money, guys. Why wouldn't you do it? But with that, on those coaching calls, every single call comes down to the one thing known as debt. And the quicker you can get rid of debt, the quicker you can get back your freedom and live a life that you truly want to live.
Imagine with me, your paycheck hits your account, you have no credit card bill to pay, no car loan, no student loan, no bills. All of that money just sits in your account, and you get to decide what to do with it. It's a pretty amazing thing, isn't it? You feel the stress lower. Being debt-free, it gives you such freedom and such peace.
She ain't lying. Shout out to Rachel Cruz. She knows what she's talking about. I'll say this, guys. Another thing we talk about on our coaching calls is the biggest thing that I think is an eye-opener for a lot of people is I say, okay, I want you to write down all of your debts. Car debt, medical debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, mortgage debt, whatever debt you have, write it down on a piece of paper. And then the next column next to your debts, write out what your monthly payment is. And then I want you to add up all those monthly payments. What does that come out to? $400, $1,000, $4,000. Now imagine if that debt was gone. You automatically now have a raise every single month because that money is no longer going out to those debt payments. It is now in return going to your account, and it's staying there. It's not leaving your account to go pay for the debt. Guys, living a debt-free life is like, I was going to say the secret cheat code to life, but it's not even a secret. It's known. It is. We just got to get more people aware that it's a true way to live. It is. You can make it through life without going into massive amounts of debt. Now, the two things I talk about whenever it comes to going into debt is, obviously getting a mortgage if you're going to buy a house, and then if you need to purchase a car. Now, I'm on the side of like purchase a car with cash, but I understand, especially in today's economy and situations, there comes a time where you may need a car and you have to get a loan for it. What I like to say is try to get that loan to at least be 40 to 50% down payment, 30 maybe at the lowest, and get that on the shortest car note as possible, shortest terms. 3 years is ideal. You don't really want to go any more than that and be able to afford that payment comfortably. But those are like the main things I'm like, okay, if you're in debt for a little bit, the mortgage payment, that's different. But like the car debt, if you have to do it to get from A to B or to get a new job or your car completely got totaled, I understand, life happens.
Today, going to pay my truck off. Super big day for me. I've had it for about 5 years, and glory to God, me and my wife, we're going debt free. We started with about 50 grand in debt, and I think we're down to about 15. I owe about 5 grand on my truck. Going to pay it off right now. I recently, actually a couple months ago, I didn't have any work for my business, so I took a job with the garbage company, and I was doing that. Tell you what, that was a time of blessing, a time of order, a time of God just getting me back on track. And I'm so thankful that I got the opportunity to work at that garbage company. It just wasn't my thing, man. I'm so used to rebuilding houses and doing bathrooms and doing carpentry, but glory to God, take the trip with me. I'm about to go pick my truck off. All right, we made it to the bank. I'm about to walk in and pay. Disclaimer, I don't usually carry this much cash on me. I had a customer that paid me all cash, so that's what we're using to pay this off. So follow me in. How much was in the cash? It was for us. Okay, I was just making sure that I counted right. So we're officially paid off. I just paid off my truck. A couple weeks ago, I paid off my trailer. I've been paying off everything like crazy. Gazelle Intense. Next is my wife's van. So stay tuned. We're going to be paying that off next.
Let's go, dude. Props to him. Minus the shitty baseball hat for the shitty team. Props to that guy. Go Cards. But no, for real though, I love seeing that, guys. I love seeing it. That is why I want to start showing more of these videos. You guys always love, the other side of being broke videos. So I wanted to bring another type of video like that that's more focused around being debt free, because I do think that's the biggest problem every single one of my viewers face, is the amount of debt that we're in and trying to get ahead of that debt. And the biggest thing with that is, like he said, being Gazelle Intense. Having the intensity and the willing to sacrifice now to live a life that no one wants to live now, to then live a life later on in the future when you're completely debt free, that a life that everyone wants to live, right? That's the biggest thing there, is you have to wake up every single morning thinking about the debt, wanting to get rid of the debt, and living the lifestyle that you know you have to live, not that you want to live, in order to pay off that debt. It can be done, guys. It just takes you to put in the effort, to put in the sacrifice, and the willingness to get rid of the debt.
Living debt-free or almost debt-free is fantastic, and I have a rule that a lot of people might not think would be a rule for debt-free living and how to get out of debt. And that rule is forget societal expectations. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's just breaking you. I do not need to have the best and biggest house. I do not have to have the best and biggest car. I do not have to have the fanciest clothes, the purses, the makeup, the jewels, nothing. You know what? Because that doesn't define who I am as a person internally. It doesn't make me happy, and it's just keeping up with things that they don't matter. All of those flashy things do not matter. Birthdays and Christmases and Easters, I don't gift a lot to my kid because those are just societal expectations for absolutely no reason, honestly, and probably makes a lot of kids spoiled. Live within your means and your happiness. I am happy. not having all of the things. And guess what? I don't spend money on all of the things because I don't need them. I don't need to keep up with anybody or anything. I don't need to press anybody. So stop living above your means for other people and what other people perceive of you, and do it for yourself.
100% agree with her. 110% agree with her. Now, there's something I want to talk about real quick with this, because this is a major problem in our society. Now, I don't know how it is in Canada or across the pond in the UK, because I know a lot of my other viewers come from there. But keeping up with the Joneses is a very real thing, and it's a very big problem here in the United States. Now, I see this all the time. I see people who, oh, if I could just get this, I'll be happier. Oh, if I could just have this nicer car or this bigger house, I'll be that much happier. When in return, it really doesn't work like that, guys. I think, to me, again, this isn't for everybody. Not everyone's going to agree with this, but these are my opinions. It's my channel, my opinion. I think ultimately the most important thing out there is the experience of living life, right? And with that, it's spending money on the experiences that you get to do with your loved ones. Maybe if you have a family, if you have kids, maybe you're not old enough to have kids yet, or you're not married yet. It's with your friends, your loved ones, your parents, grandparents, whoever your loved ones are. That's who I'm talking about here. But the point I want to make with this is something my wife and I have been talking about recently, and we've been talking about this a lot because we really do enjoy travel, right? I know it's not for everybody, but it's something that we really enjoy to do together and also as a family with our kids. And the one thing that always gets brought up the most when we're talking about, memories or things we've done, or, whatever a fun, random night, it's like a random memory pops up and it's from a trip, right? The one thing with that is, like, we never talk about the items. We never talk about the big Christmas gifts that was given 2 years ago. We're never talking about the big money purchase on some new, which we don't really do that too often, but you get what I'm saying here, right? I think as humans, and again, this doesn't go for everybody, but I think we value experiences, and that's what sticks with us throughout life. We cherish those memories. As we grow in age and get older, we can look back on those experiences and enjoy those in our heads and get to relive that. And then we look forward to the new ones that we're going to make with our, family members, our loved ones, our friends, whoever it is. As I've grown up, I used to want the big fancy cars and all that when I was back in my very early 20s and naive and didn't know anything about life. And now I look back and I do. I cherish the experiences that I get to have with my loved ones. That's it. Like, when I get to 70, 80, 90 years old, I want to look back and say, hey, I may have not bought all the fancy clothes and gears and gadgets, whatever it is, but I spent the money on travel. I spent the money on experiences. I spent the money on time with my family. I spent the money on not having to go work 3 jobs to pay all my debt payments, and in return, I got to take a little bit of a pay cut because I set up my lifestyle accordingly to live below my means, to not go into debt, and to be able to sacrifice, to get to that point, in order to live a life that I truly want to live and spend more time with my loved ones. That's the ultimate goal, and that's what I'm trying to focus more on in my life and in my later years as I'm coming up on, 35 years old next March. I want to spend more time with my family, and I want to spend more time making memories with my family. And to do that, I'm not going into debt. I'm living that debt-free life, because that's what can come without going into debt, guys. It can happen.
I am 33 years old, and today I just finished paying off the last of my debt. I am completely 100% debt free. Besides my mortgage, I don't owe anybody anything, and it just is the best feeling in the world. It's so freeing. In January, my husband and I actually had $27,000 in credit card debt, and we are completely debt free. The only debt we have is our mortgage and his student loans. And student loans are coming next. We're going to start paying on that, but we are on the journey of buying a new home and selling our current home. So after that is all done, then we will go hard again and start paying off his student loan debts. That's $100,000. But so stay tuned for that, because I will be coming on and probably sharing a little bit of that journey. My church actually hosts Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University class every single year. And this year we decided to join it. And I am so glad we did, because it has been life-changing for us. And I'm just so excited for my kids as well, that we're going to be able to leave them generational wealth. This class has just been amazing. Just so amazing. It just feels so good. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Not to brag, but I hope I could inspire anybody who wants to pay off debt or is currently on the journey of paying off your credit card debt or any other debts that you may owe. You could do it. It is so worth it in the end.
Spitting facts. Now, here's the thing. I think the biggest part of this is going through this alone is tough. It is. I will say that. And the best thing that you can have, and I've actually had a lot of you reach out to me about having some sort of a community or some sort of an accountability partner, right? And with that, I mean a community of like-minded people who are on the journey to do the same thing with their money. And I am going to put a little bit of, not necessarily an announcement yet, but almost as like a teaser that I'm working on something for you guys. I've gotten messages. I see it in the comment section all the time. You guys are asking for it. So I was like, you know what? If the audience wants it, I'm going to build it. And I want to start being able to be a part of, changing financial lives. I do. That's one of the most rewarding things I get about this channel and this YouTube channel. And this is the main reason why I started this back in 2018, is I wanted to help people become better with their money. So now I'm putting that together. It's in the works right now. But I just want to put that little teaser out there. And if you guys are interested in that and you want to get notified whenever that comes out, I'll have a link down below in the description. I'll also have a pinned comment as well, where you guys can actually go through and fill out the form, and you'll get notified once that is ready, and you guys can sign up for that. So click that link down below. It's probably going to be 1 or 2 questions, maybe 3 questions in the form. It's a little Google Doc, and you guys will fill that out. I'll have the email, and then I will send out an email once everything is ready to go. So if you guys are interested in that, fill that out down below. But I'm so excited to start this journey and to create an actual community of people who are doing the same thing and kicking butt financially together. And I have dreams of like putting masterminds where we all get together at like a certain cool spot or whatever. I don't know. That's a big thought process, but I'm excited to see kind of where this all leads to. I haven't thought of a name of it yet, so if you guys have any name ideas, leave that down in the comments. I'll kind of read through that and see if I can find anything that's worthwhile and, kind of a little bit of a unique community name. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that big time because I want to see all of you guys crush it financially.
How much debt have you paid off?
We paid off $221,000.
All right.
Wow.
How long did that take?
Took about 19 months.
Good for you. And your range of income during that time?
So we started out around 105 and then jumped up to about 280.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys do for a living?
So I'm a podiatrist.
And I stay at home with the children now.
Okay. Wow. I guess so.
Amazing.
Good for you guys. So what kind of debt was the 221?
All Sally Mae.
Oh, the old podiatrist bill.
Was it hard to be making that kind of money and continuing to live like you're broke, on rice and beans and rice?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think the living was that hard because we were under such a fine margin for so long, and so we were okay with that. But I think the hardest part was just giving so much of that money just back to the government.
Guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Have Ava and Nora and William been practicing their debt-free scream?
Yes, they have. Yeah, they're ready.
Anthony and Laura and Ava, Nora and William from Fremont, Ohio. $221,000 paid off in 19 months, making 105 to 280. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
All right, guys, ready? 3, 2, 1.
We're debt free!
Oh man, I love those. Gosh dang it, those still give me chills. And I say it every video, I always want to try and include a debt-free screen because that was the beginning motivating factor for me to get on my financial journey and to live a debt-free life and to do what I've done with my finances. So I hope this video has motivated you guys. Again, if you're interested in hearing more about that community whenever I do launch that, I'll have a link down below in the description as well as that pinned comment where you guys can click on that, fill out the Google Doc. It's gonna be like, again, 2 or 3 questions long, and I'll notify you whenever that's ready. Also, don't forget, I do one-on-one coaching calls if you guys wanna take advantage of that, as well as getting your up to 60 free stocks with the Moomoo app. Links down below in the description as well. Check those out. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, you all take care.